legendary Rainbow Bar and Grill on the Sunset Strip in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first ever Trunk Nation holiday invasion. And we are having a party here already, and we have a great group of people already here. We have some great fans who have been here every single one of these LA invasions. Thank you very much for your support, even when it rained, because I know that's catastrophic here in LA. You actually still came out. It's not raining. Beautiful night here tonight. And this is unlike any LA invasion that we've done. If you've listened in the past, you know we've always had a designated guest in each hour. It's very structured. And I was saying all along, I would love to do one where we just open the floodgates, call any artist that I know who are available to come on down and join us. And we already have a bunch of great ones in the house. We're going to have to go rapid fire. We only got 2 hours, but we're going to roll people in and out as much as we can on the mics to say hello, say happy holidays, talk about what they have going on. We have already in the house the young kids, man. They're on it. They're punctual. A brand new band. You know I love them. Joyous Wolf is in the house standing right in front of me from L.A. Roadrunner Records recording artists. We'll talk to them. We have the legend Kenny Aronoff standing right in front of me. Who doesn't know Kenny? My old New York buddy from White Lion. Everybody knows him. Mr. James Lomenzo. J-Lo is in the house. From plays with Billy Gibbons. What's the band called, Fabrizio? Supersonic Blues Machine. Kenny, you're in that band too, right? Kenny's in every band. Any band we're going to mention tonight, Kenny Aronoff is in. And Fabrizio Grossi is here, my friend. Inside, surprisingly, at the bar already is Faster Pussycat. The whole band is here. What a shocker. They're at the Rainbow drinking. My buddy Jamie St. James from Black and Blue is here already. I don't know where my wingman John 5 is. He's supposed to be here. He's late. He lives in Northridge. It's going to take him 3 hours probably. And also Stephen Adler's supposed to be here. I don't know if he's gotten here yet, but you'll see him with his giant smile that he always has. I love him so much. Stephen Adler expected to come in. It's going to be like a mix of who's who. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to move through the whole night. And I already got, look at this. This is like the 14th LA invasion, and this is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, I am having a drink on air. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, happy Hanukkah, whatever the hell you celebrate, happy times. It's wonderful to be a part of Volume and do this show out here every month here in LA. And can we get a round of applause for Roger Coletti, who runs Volume? And my buddy Eric Loveglass, who books so many great guests for the channel, and Philip, our engineer back there, who's been here. Alex Sachs is around somewhere. My first ever producer, Ed Robinson, back in New York, running things where it's late. So thank you, Ed. And finally, before we get into it, a round of applause for Roger and Sirius, because for at least you folks lucky enough to be in the front section, open bar all night, ladies and gentlemen. You can't have a party without an open bar. And you can't have a party without Ahmet Zappa, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, everybody.
The party master of Los Angeles.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I toast you to a drink you don't have.
I know, it's weird. I mean, like, this is your first time, I guess, having a cocktail on air.
Yeah.
Where Rocktails is all about rocking out with your cocktails out and definitely having adult beverages while you talk about music.
Well, the man is a tremendous pitch man, because not only does he have the whole thing going with the Zappa hologram, but as Ahmet just said, he is the newest addition to the Volume team, so welcome, Ahmet Zappa.
It is a huge honor. Eddie, I love you to pieces.
We recorded a pilot that I don't think Roger will ever let see the light of day.
Oh, you were so funny, and I wouldn't say that. You did something. We got Eddie on Rocktails because I think we were many cocktails in.
Which is the idea of the show, right? Just so people know.
Rockin'. Oh, look, I have an adult beverage right here. Cheers.
It will appear.
Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, happy holidays.
Jamie, get up here real quick. We're going to mix and match with people. So, Jamie, grab a mic while we're doing this.
Some tequila.
So,
that's what the doctor ordered.
Do you know Jamie St. James from Black and Blue?
Hello.
Ahmet Zappa.
A pleasure to meet you.
Ahmet Zappa, huge fan of 80s hard rock. So
yeah, huge fan.
Gotta love some Black and Blue.
Well, I was just going to say.
Tell everybody about your show.
So, Rocktails premiered tonight before your show. And, what I try to do is not so much the granular details about how a record was made or, I try to just get to know people through the stupidity of my mind, right? Like if you were listening to the show, I'm the idiot who asked Ian Astbury what sort of endangered animal he would eat in a Sonic temple, right?
And what was the answer?
He had a very Ian Astbury answer, which was, he thought about the question first because of the way he, is a authentic person. He's like, I don't want to eat endangered animals. I wouldn't eat one. He was.
So he would have had a carrot.
I don't know that he would have a carrot. I think that he probably eats, the right meal for the right time. He's a very thoughtful person. He's my spirit animal.
That's awesome that you come up with questions like that.
So that's the whole idea of the show. So the show that Ahmet will host, which premiered just before this live broadcast and will air again after, right?
Yeah.
After we wrap up at midnight Eastern, you can hear. It's called Rock Tales. You can hear it again.
Yeah, we spend some time. I have my dear friend Brendan Smith. Everyone will get to know him as Brando, and Richard Chaltinga, our producer. It's many years. This is my crew in Los Angeles that I see. All our rock shows together. We spend a lot of time going to concerts, talking about music, and I have to say, Eddie, you've been a big inspiration. And I really appreciate you taking the time. And when we do air, I got Eddie to do characters, guys.
And I did shtick.
Eddie, yeah. I'm telling you, it's a new kind of Eddie Trunk doing characters. Genius.
But you got to understand, as Ahmet just said, the whole point of his show, beyond what goes on, is the fact that everyone he's interviewing, he is prying with liquor. So you get to do stupid shit that you normally wouldn't do. So it works.
Well, let me give context. My wife, who's the gasoline in my engine, I worship her to pieces. I was not a drinker my whole life. She was like, you are too high strung. And she's basically, you're a
That's a first.
You're a tough hang. Drink this. Okay.
So in the interest of keeping your marriage together, she encouraged you to drink, and it's clearly working.
Yeah, no, I'm 50 pounds overweight. I'm an alcoholic.
And you got a radio show out of it.
It's perfect.
That's brilliant.
Dreams do come true in Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody listen to Rock Tales with the great Ahmet Zappa. The Ahmet Zappa.
Thank you very much. But I want to tell you, I brought a gift. Can I give Eddie a gift? Also, our first Rock Tales book is coming out. It's a celebration.
Your first show aired an hour ago. You got a book already?
This is it. It's a gift. This is for you.
Wow, look at this.
It's the
anybody heard of this guy, Frank Zappa?
Book.
Yeah, that was his dad.
So it's kind of like a Rock Tales episode where I do an in-depth interview with the photographer Bill Gubbins. This is all never before seen photography of the actual sessions of the making of Hot Rats.
Hey, you got Billy Bob Thornton in here in the first photo I opened.
It's he
he
does a forward.
Okay.
So we do these culture collaborations with Backbeat Books, which is a phenomenal publishing house, and Rock Tales. It's about just asking different questions and having a good time.
Thank you for the book. I look forward to checking it out.
Happy holidays.
There's
Merry
some
Christmas.
extra ones there, so maybe some gifts for the audience.
You please feel free to give them out as you see fit, Eddie. I worship the ground you walk on.
Oh, stop.
You're a handsome man. You have cloven hooves. You have the blood of a jackal coursing through your veins.
Well, you have a table at Rayo's, and that's more important than all of it. So we'll go there.
That
soon.
is a true story. That's a true story.
Hey, stay here, Ahmet, because I know you're a huge fan of '80s rock.
Oh yeah, let's do this.
And our man right here, Jamie St. James from Black and Blue, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been around 100 years. But
first time I saw
you look good.
First time I saw. Hey, so today is Bruce Kulick's birthday.
Happy birthday, Bruce Kulick. He's a good guy.
He's a great guy. He lives in Vegas. I tweeted out a photo today of me and Bruce and Paul Stanley in 1985, I believe it was, on the Asylum tour.
Was there.
Which you guys opened.
We did.
It was the first time I saw Black and Blue live.
Absolutely.
And, of course, worked with Gene Stole the Riff for Domino from one of your songs.
I told you that. Yeah, absolutely he did. He doesn't care.
Tell that story real quick.
Well, so I heard Domino, and I said, Gene, I know where that comes from. And he goes, you're damn right you do. I stole it, and I don't give a damn. All right.
I have a
What are
fun.
you going to say to him?
Well, on the same tip of Gene Simmons, doing, I guess, Gene Simmons-like things, my aunt, God rest her soul, Gene just walked up to her in a pet store and bit her on the shoulder.
why?
Yeah,
Why?
Because I think he thought she was attractive enough to bite on the shoulder.
Biting. Wow,
Yes.
that's an interesting way to.
I think it was a really interesting time.
Jamie, now tying in with Kiss, real quickly, you've got what's going on with Black and Blue? You got dates with Black and Blue?
Black and Blue's still together. We're still alive. We're not dead yet. We're still hanging in there, even though touring is insane now, and just we're trying to shoehorn our way into venues to play. So we still do that. And we have a revolving door as far as drummers go, because our drummer, Pete Holmes, is in Rat now.
Right.
Everybody kind of knows that. So we have a new drummer right now.
I know who it is because he texted me.
Beautiful. You go ahead and announce it. Who is
Xavier Muriel from Buck Cherry, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome.
Xavier, formerly of Buck Cherry, Xavier.
Yeah, formerly, but whatever. He was in the main, for the most
Yeah,
part.
X is awesome. I love him. It was great. It was great to
Xavier
hear.
is an awesome drummer.
Yeah.
He knows all the Black and Blue stuff. That's why we're lucky, because we try to find a guy that wants to play with us. And they go, I got all those records. I love it because we got good songs.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, so it's always about the songs. Now, real quickly, speaking of Kiss, you're starting the band Cold Gin again, correct?
Well, it's happening on the cruise for the cruise people.
Monsters of Rock.
Yeah, Monsters of Rock cruise. We are going to do a Cold Gin reunion. Now, in L.A., people know who Cold Gin was.
Yeah,
It was
tell
in
the
90s.
story, because what's fascinating about this is the guitar player in Black and Blue, Tommy Thayer, was in Cold Gin
Correct.
as Ace Frehley.
Absolutely.
Right. So that's pretty.
What the hell? That's a hell of a story.
Listen, Jamie, I'm not even kidding. We're having fun, and I'm not getting into all the drama or any of the bullshit. But I got to tell you, we're in Hollywood. I've said this a million times. The Tommy Thayer story is a Hollywood film. I don't care how you feel about it, but it's remarkable when you think about it.
It's a documentary.
It really is. I don't know how, that's because there was the Judas Priest rock star was about loosely about Ripper Owens and how he got into Priest.
Yeah.
There's a similar movie there. There really is.
It is. Look, I've been friends with Tommy since we were 17 years old. I saw Ace was one of his idols,
right?
That along with like Pat Travers and a couple other guys, Eric Clapton, but he's in Kiss now, and it's insane.
It is insane.
How he got there is a crazy venture.
It is.
It's a journey that should be told.
It is. It really is. It's an amazing story, and I've said many times I'd love to do that interview one day. If once they break up, they'll probably allow me to do it, but not now. So you're going to do. So obviously Tommy's not going to be part of the
No.
Cold Gin, but you're going to resuscitate the Kiss tribute that was very popular here.
Yes, it's three of the original guys. Me, I'm playing drums, actually. I'm doing Peter Criss. But there's not going to be no makeup. We're just going to play the music. But Anthony White from Cold Sweat, who's the drummer, is going to do Paul Stanley, which he does fabulously. Chris McLernan, who's in Saigon Kick and Cold Sweat's going to be there. So it's going to be a one-off thing, and we're going to have a blast.
Can you give me a little Beth right now? Do you sing, Beth?
I hear you calling.
Oh, what a penny dropper that is.
Come home.
What a penny dropper.
Wait a minute. Give him one of his own songs. Can you give us?
I gotta
can you
do that.
give
I
us
gotta
a
do Peter
little?
Criss.
Can you give us a little Miss Mystery? Give me the chorus of Miss Mystery. Come on, Jamie.
Hello, Miss Mystery.
There it is. He still got it.
Woo! Thank you, Eddie.
There it is.
And I tried to pull
took
the
me
Peter
back.
Criss out of my ass.
Just took me back to the MTV video on the airplane, the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Those were the days, right, buddy?
Thanks, Eddie.
Jamie St. James, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks,
Give it up for
everybody.
Jamie.